Hey, what's going on, guys? Sorry I haven't put a video out in a while. Things have been kind of crazy in my life. All good stuff, and really nothing to talk about up to this point, really, on video. So I've been slacking. So as of tomorrow, I'm 8 weeks out from the Arnold Brazil. That is, if I go through with it, this is the first time I've ever kind of started a prep and been on the rocks of whether or not I can finish. I'm busy as hell with work, as I've been for the past year, which is a blessing, but it's hard to find time that I need to actually focus on all the little things I need to do for prep, the posing, the cardio, the stretching, abs, all those little things. So I've been training every day at 5 a.m. With Dr. Connolly. You guys remember him from last year. One of my clients. I train Tom's son, Gavin, who's an elite hockey player. And I got Tom ready for Masters USA last year, and Tom did phenomenal. It was going to be one show and done, and he caught the bodybuilding bug again. So he's trying to make a run for his pro card again and want to do some pro shows. So with my schedule being crazy, training with him every morning has been perfect. He's a hard trainer, and the only downside is he travels a ton. So my schedule kind of gets thrown off every week. Outside of that, prep, I'm going to do a few shows this year. This is kind of, I'm thinking of it being my retirement run. I love bodybuilding and passionate about it, but I have so much going on in life right now and so much more I want to accomplish that I won't be able to put my all into those things and bodybuilding at the same time. So my goal is to do Brazil, potentially New York, but my grandmother might fly out here around the time of New York Pro, and my grandmother's getting older, and I want to take her to Vegas and have her enjoy the casino. She hasn't been in like 15, 20 years since my grandfather got really sick, so that's kind of a priority over doing the New York Pro. But I'll definitely do the Cal. I'll definitely do the Boston show in June. Then I might hit some shows in July, and I want to do shows in the fall as well. I wasn't happy at all with my last showing in Japan. I just kind of fucked up my peak between that and scratching my cornea, which I never really talked about. I had a calcium deposit in the inside of my eyelid that poked through, and it was like a sharp rock that just kept continually scratching my eye. 2 nights before the show, I literally couldn't open my eyes for 2 days. So the stress from that and everything else, I just didn't bring a great look in Japan. So if they have that show again, I would love to do it. But Stephanie and I are also talking about wanting to get pregnant in the fall. So having a baby is priority over competing. So what I'm hoping is I can have enough decent showings through these next few shows and get an invite to the Arnold next year, Arnold, Ohio, in 2021, and that'll be my final show, at least for a very long time. It's my last bucket list show. I've done the Olympia, I've done the New York Pro, I'll be able to go do Brazil. So all the cool shows that I've always wanted to do as a pro will be knocked off my bucket list. And then other big news. So I've talked to you guys about this performance center that I've been trying to open, and things have been kind of all over the place. My original investors, they had so much shit going on that things really got delayed, and finally they kind of told me that they had to put everything on hold for a little while because they just went into a major project with a really big name celebrity and needed to put a lot of money towards that. But on the positive side, they hooked me up with this celebrity, and I've been treating them and about to work on their daughter as well. Got to kind of keep things anonymous at the moment, but so he's helped me out on a lot of fronts from there, and new investors came out of the woodwork, and even better, the very, very wealthy family who just sees this as a pure passion project and believe in me 100%. We looked at property on Wednesday at a place in Playa Vista, and I absolutely fell in love with it. Like I truly couldn't imagine a much better facility, whether it be location, size, architecture, everything. It's just absolutely phenomenal. So we have a conference today to put a lease proposal together, and knock on wood, we'll be able to land this spot because it's just going to be an absolute hit. So yeah, everything in the business life's going well. For those of you that follow Stephanie and I, you know that we had to put Bruce down on Sunday, and So that's been hard. That's Stephanie's baby. You know, she got him when he was 8 weeks old, and he's been in my life for 8 years. So that was a really hard blow for both of us. We're all very broken. Never find another sweeter dog than him in my entire life. So, but outside of that, things are going really well. Stephanie got a full-time job as a head of marketing for some big private security firm. So she's got a 6-figure salary and a company car, and she's still doing the rescue and doing some amazing work with that. So all in all, life's going really well. Just extremely busy, which is a blessing. So I promise you guys I'm going to get some more videos out. Also, I want to thank AD Joe Binley. So I just signed my 5th-year contract a couple weeks ago. And in an industry like the fitness industry nowadays, where people are in and out all the time, you're lucky if you're with a company for more than 6 months to a year. Joe's stuck by my side and I've stuck by his, and we both see a similar vision of growth. And he believes in me and I believe in him and the brand. So it's been a great relationship. Joe actually moved out here to California, in Huntington Beach. So we've actually spent a lot more time over the past few months together, really working on our friendship. And got some really exciting things down the works from there. So this prep, I did ditch keto. So I've been back on carbs for about 6 weeks now. And last year I just wanted to experiment. I loved keto, I love how I feel, but I knew as a bodybuilder to compete, you know, being on carbs I know helps muscle growth better than being on keto. You know, keto is great to diet down on. I just wanted to prove last year that you could do a full prep, off season and prep on keto, and I proved that. But this year I want to try to be my absolute best, and I wanted to give the newbie an opportunity to see how it performs at its best, because, you know, I wasn't doing carbs last year, so I wanted to see how much more muscle growth I could get using a newbie while eating carbs. And so far I'm really happy with the roundness and everything I have into this prep. Like I said, I'm 8 weeks out. I spent the first 6 weeks bulking. This week I kind of cleaned things up a little bit and really kick off prep tomorrow. Start kicking up double cardio and cutting carbs down and start getting lean. So it'll be an interesting journey, and I promise you guys I'll get some more video content. So I know I'm going to get a lot of questions of what I do training this early in the morning, whether I eat a meal or not. I actually don't. So I backload. I eat a really large meal before I go to bed, kind of higher in carbs, higher in fats. And I come in here and I have about 100 grams of Raging Full, which is 4 scoops, which is our highly branched cyclic dextrin. And I do 3 scoops of Aminotor, which gives me about 39 grams worth of EAA, BCA, and nitrox pump. And I'll sip on about half to 2/3 of that right before I train, and then finish the rest off about 2/3 of the way through training. And that gives me enough energy. I actually love training in the morning, kind of on a empty stomach. I'm not bloated. I feel like I can push harder. So for me, it works. And to be able to have products like Raging Full and Aminotor, which have no gastric issues whatsoever for me, really makes my training a lot more efficient. So that's that for nutrition and life and prep update and everything else. So like I said, I'm going to start getting some more videos, guys. I promise. Hopefully we get to a point that I can actually start filming the whole process of getting the gym going, because I think that's going to be really exciting. I mean, you're not going to see anything like this in the whole country. It's going to be something pretty phenomenal. So I'm excited. So thank you very much for following along, and we'll see you guys soon.
See what it is? They don't know a rock from a diamond. I'm like, hold up, 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 hold up. Wait a minute, mother. I pull in your hood, in a brand new way. Like, tell you fall back. What? We ain't got no space. No way. And you came back. No. You ain't got no taste. Whoa. And everybody wanna be the king. They know that you see the new death row. I'm in the kitchen cooking antidote. Looking down on a cause of y'all on the top row. Now
we were training chest on Monday, and I was doing some inclines, and I just rolled my shoulders in too much, and I popped my sternoclavicular joint. So I'm having a hard time really pushing hard at the full extension of the movement. So I need him just to help me a little bit, so I'm not gonna go as heavy today. Try to keep volume up a little higher. I've been trying to hit chest every 4 days. I'm hitting arms 3 times a week, just low volume, hitting chest like twice a week. Those are my 2 weakest body parts right now, so trying to bring them up. Quad, and I said, fuck it, and kept doing hamstrings. Literally had a 4-inch long tear in the middle of the muscle belly. I'm like, oh, I can at least do hamstrings.
Go to like 45 and let me know.
You said 500. Right?
Yeah.
You're 45.
Go 50. 55.
55.
Let's go 60.
Yeah,
Oh
60.
yeah. Oh, that's it. Go 70. Fuck it. I'm not even doing anything. It's so terrible. I almost fell on my face. I was like, no weight there.
That's really pushing.
It was enough to fucking be next to nothing. That first one, I literally almost fucking lost my shit and fell on my face.
So that wraps up chest training this morning. See, I was training with Tom. Tom and I have been training for about 6 weeks together. If you guys remember from last year, I was prepping Tom to get ready for Masters, USA's. Tom actually did absolutely phenomenal. He won his class and lost in the overall in a split decision, missing his pro card by a split decision. So now he's going to get ready for Team Universe July 4th and try to turn pro there. So he trains every morning at 5 a.m. And with my schedule, like I said, it's made sense for me to train with him. He pushes hard and it clears out the rest of my day. So we become good friends, and we're both just guys, ball busters. So it's nice. It's hard to find those type of relationships out here. I admit I'm pretty closed off, and I don't let a lot of people in my life, just because every aspect of my life is business. Whether I'm here working, it's to work and make money. If I'm here to train, it's for me to make my life, improve my life, to be a better bodybuilder. So everything about me is very much business orientated, and Tom's a very much business orientated person. He's one of the hardest workers I've come across. He's got 4 kids. He's there for everything for his kids. He's got a booming cosmetic dentistry business. He's flying all over the country, all over the world, working on high-end clients. Works 7 days a week, so he understands the hustle like I do. So we get along pretty well from that aspect. So if you guys remember, I've been training Tom's son, Gavin. Gavin's had a kick-ass year in hockey, and he just got invited to UHL Combine, which is kind of like a minor league feeder system for the NHL. And at 16 years old to get invited to that is pretty fucking phenomenal. So he's got 6 weeks to the combine, and his biggest downfall, he's just too small. So we just got to beef him up. Got to force feed him every day and try to put on 15, 20 pounds in the next 6 weeks if he can. He's got all the skill and all the talent in the world, but he's young. He's competing against guys that are 17, 18, 19 mostly. So everything in Tom's life's going great. And yeah.